All right, guys. All right. Hey, I just quickly wanted to share some information with you that I am so excited about. I love talking to people about this. The problem is when I talk to them about it, it's really hard for them to understand and comprehend what I'm really talking about. Because the truth is, investing in the crypto industry itself or investing in crypto is freaking confusing as enough. And if you're interested in crypto, there's other avenues within crypto that you can invest in as well that sometimes just a lot of people just don't know about them and they're really confusing to a lot of people. So just talking to people is very difficult. But give me 1 second here. Hold on. I need to press pause here because I got my dog barking. So let me just close my door here. Hold on. All right, so you might hear a dog in the background. Okay, if you do, sorry about that. This is real life, man. I'm sharing something with you. All right, but one of the first things I want you to pay attention to is this right here. You see this time right here? 11:04 a.m. on July 21st, okay? Keep an eye on that time, and I want to show you some stuff. And I need you to get a pen and pencil. Press pause on this right now. If you need to, just get a pen and pencil and something to write on, okay? I need you to do that right now for me because it's not going to make sense for you until you do this, all right? So, if you've got your pen and paper available, I want you to write this number down right here. $5.91, okay? I want you to write down Matic / USDC 591. And then I want you to write down Link USDC $26.92. And then I want you to write down Render USDC $3.55. Okay, make sure you write these things down. And then I want you to. Why I'm making you write these things down is because while you're watching this video with me, you're going to see money being printed right in front of your eyes. And this is money that you can tap into any minute of the day that you want, any hour, any week, anytime you want, and you can actually get access to the money. Okay? And then transfer it to your wallet, whatever you want to do, and spend it. Do whatever the hell you want with it. Write down this ETH USDC, $4.05. And then USDC and WBTC, $3.73. Okay? So if you've written that stuff down, let's continue, and I want to show you one more. And then I want you to write down Solana, $13.79. Okay? All right, so there you go. Now, what I just showed you are basically liquidity pools that I am invested in. Okay? And I'm going to explain to you what exactly that means. So let me explain it to you this way. Right now, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, someone in some place, in some country, wherever the hell it is doing some type of trading. Meaning they are taking their currency, whether it be USDC, like United States dollars. USDC basically is US dollar stable coin. And they are converting it to Bitcoin, or they're converting it to Ethereum, or they're converting it to Solana, or vice versa. Like maybe someone owns Solana and they're like, hey, shit, I want to get out of it. I want to take my Solana and I need it. Like you can't spend your BTC or your Ethereum anywhere right now, right? You can't spend your Solana anywhere right now. So what you have to do is transfer it back to your local currency, which is like considered to be fiat currency. And then from there, you can transfer it to your bank, put it back on your credit card, whatever, and then go fucking spend it, right? So you have to do that type of trading all the time. And right now in the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, people are doing that type of trading constantly. Now, for the people who don't know about this, here's how they do it. They go to places like Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, KuCoin. They go to these centralized exchanges where they basically have to sell their Solana, and then once they sell the Solana, they get their USDC, and then they convert it to US dollars, and then from US dollars, they transfer it back into their wallet, so on and so forth. So there could be like 3 transactions to do that, right? Every time they do that transaction, there's a fee. Like Coinbase charges a fee. Every time you buy something, sell something, move something, they're always charging you a fee. Same thing with Binance, same thing with Kraken, same thing with KuCoin. All these exchanges, central exchanges, this is how they exist. They charge fees to survive. Well, here's the thing. In the world of crypto and cryptocurrencies, the people have decided that they fucking hate that. The people who love crypto and the people who are creating crypto and developing the whole crypto ecosystem, they hate centralized banks. They hate them, okay? And they want to create an ecosystem that gets rid of all these people, because these are the people who constantly are ripping us off, like the big banks and shit like that. So they created a whole ecosystem called decentralized finance. And in DeFi, also known as DeFi, decentralized finance, now there's no centralized locations, but there are what's called decentralized exchanges where someone can go and trade one crypto for another without having to worry about all the fees that normal centralized companies will charge you. Now, there's still fees, don't get me wrong, there's still fees, but way less than when you go to like a centralized exchange. And the fact that there's fees is a good thing, and I'll explain why. The strategy that I concentrate on, now there's tons of strategies in crypto, okay? Look, I got involved in crypto just like you. I wanted to buy something and I wanted it to rocket to the moon and freaking I wanted to go retire on an island. Who didn't? Who doesn't? Everyone wants that. But how is that working out for you? Has that worked for you? I know it hasn't worked for me. And the old method that I was using of learning what to buy and listening to everyone else say something that, oh, you should buy this crypto now before it moons. I fell for all that bullshit. And I presume the same thing happened to you that happened to me. Like literally, it seemed like the world was just waiting for me to buy the crypto so that they could all just shit on me and dump all the coins on me. And then I saw so many times that I bought something and the fucking price just dropped like within 5 days from when I bought it. I'm like, shit. So that system just wasn't working for me. So I knew I needed a better system. So I went hunting, man. I went and did a lot of research. I ran, I went down so many different rabbit holes. And I finally discovered a strategy that a very small percentage of the world right now is using because it's so new. Like decentralized finance itself is so new. Within decentralized finance, there's another strategy that you can use to make money and make daily income. And that's what I fell in love with. Look, let me give you a little history about myself. By now, hopefully you know my name. My name's Mick, and I'm Mick Satcher, and I've been investing in real estate for the last 20 years. For 20 years, all I focused on was real estate. Buying houses, fixing them up, reselling them, and more importantly, investing in rental properties. And why I focused on rental properties is this. I wanted to concentrate on passive income. To me, passive income is the holy grail. It'll give you everything you ever wanted in life. In fact, it's given me everything I ever wanted in life. It's given me freedom. It's given me time freedom, flexibility. I can come and go as I please. This is my office that I work in, my house. I don't have to report to anyone. I've been self-employed for 20 years, and rental real estate and passive income is what enabled that. So I'm addicted. So let me tell you, I'm an addict. Not a bad addict, though. I'm addicted to passive income, and I have been for 20 years. So everything that I pay attention to, I look at it from a passive income standpoint. Anything that I want to invest my time in, my money in, so on and so forth, I have to look at it this way. If I do this, can I do a bunch of work for 1 hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, and then sit back and just let the fruit of my labor pay me? If yes, then I'm interested. Okay? So that's why I fell in love with the strategy and the method of investing that I personally do with cryptocurrencies that I'm about to share with you. And hopefully it freaking excites you just as much as it excited me. But I mean, so one of the reasons why I'm sharing this, and I teach people how to do this. This is actually what I do for a living. I got so passionate about it, I have decided to focus all my efforts and my capital into this type of investing strategy now. And people are asking me, Mick, what the hell are you doing, man? You used to be in real estate for 20 years. What the fuck are you doing now doing this cryptocurrency stuff? Like my brother makes fun of me. My family's like, well, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of this crypto shit. I'm like, look, you guys just don't understand that this revolution is here to stay. And it's so early right now that if you can just find your little piece in this revolutionary shift, I think it's possible for you to set yourself up for a long, long, long time. That's what I 100% believe, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm training people now who are savvy enough to understand that, hey, you know what? Maybe this shit is here to stay, and I want to figure out how the hell to take advantage of it. So that's what I do. I teach people how to do this. So at the end of this, if you want to get in touch with me, check out my profile, DM me, message me, and then we'll do like a one-on-one deeper discovery dive, and I'll call you and do a Zoom call with you, and we'll go deeper into this so you can understand exactly what's going on. And if it's right for you, then we'll talk about the further training. If it's not right for you, hey, no big deal, no hard feeling. I don't mind. I'll call you anyway. I love doing this. I'm passionate about it, and I love sharing it with people. And I'm completely shifting my focus from my real estate business into this and growing like this business. But anyway, so the number one reason I got addicted to this method was it has the ability to create passive income for me. Like every day I look for different passive income streams. Like when I got into the rental real estate business, we used to, the method was, it's a good deal if you can kind of buy a house and it makes you $200 a month. Okay, that was the number, positive cash flow number that you needed to do in order to get into the rental real estate business. In order to make around $200 a month, you had to invest roughly around $100,000 to buy a property. Okay, those were the numbers. And so when I first started 20 years ago, I was buying one property, make $200. Then I bought another property, it was making me $200. Then I bought another property that made me $400 a month. Then I bought another one that made me $700 a month. Then I bought a multi-unit that made me $1,500 a month, so on and so forth. And that's how I built my business and constantly kept building these passive income streams. And lo and behold, after about 10 properties, I was pretty much retired. Like my friends joke with me all the time. They're like, dude, how's retirement? I'm 48. And I'm like, dude, I fucking love it. I'm retired. They're like, dude, you're like retired. You don't fucking work. I'm like, no, I work. You just don't see the work because it seems like I'm not working. But all the work that I did, I kind of did long time ago. Now I'm just enjoying the income that comes from the work that I did before. Now I just manage the money. Same thing with this. Once you get into this and basically learn how to create your own little money printers, that's what I call it. You can call it, I call them creating my own little money printer, or I call it creating my own cryptocurrency bank. Once you create these little banks, it's just like buying houses. You buy one house, makes you money. You buy another house, it makes you money. Here, you get into one investment, it makes you money. Another investment makes you money. Another investment makes you money, so on and so forth. Okay? So that's why I got addicted to it as far as the passive income thing. Then I also got addicted to it for this reason. I understood the power of compound interest. Now, if you don't know what compound interest is, it is what Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world. Basically, compound interest is like if you invest $1,000 or $1,000 in a bank account and they pay you a rate of 3%, which is kind of what some of the high yield places are paying right now. 3%. Can you believe that shit? But anyway, if you invest $1,000 and they pay you 3%, they pay you, so 3% a year on $1,000 is what? 300 bucks? No, 30 bucks? That's like a fucking joke, right? 3% times 1,000. $30. So in 1 year, you're going to make $30 on an $1,000 investment. Okay? Now, they're going to pay you that $30 every month. So they're going to pay you 30 divided by roughly 12 months. So 30 divided by 12 months. They're going to pay you about $2.50 like the first month after 30 days. And then what you can do is, what they'll do is they'll take that $2.50 and put it on top of the $1,000 that you already invested. So now you're earning interest on $1,000 and $1,000 to $1,002.50. Okay, so that's compounding. So that's a very powerful strategy because you take your earnings, you put it back into your principal, and then your interest grows on your principal. Okay, very powerful. But guess what? In the traditional world where you bank with banks, they only pay it to you once a month, right? However, in this world, I can tap into my money anytime I want. I could literally go in right now and take my money out, put it on top of my principal, and wait another 24 hours, take it out, put it on top of my principal, wait another 24 hours, put it on top of my principal, blah, blah, blah. I could just do it all day long. And by doing that, I'm taking advantage of what Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world, compounding. And by doing that, it allows me to grow my wealth that much faster. It's fucking amazing when you think about it. Now, personally, I don't do it every day. Neither do I do it every hour. Fuck that. I don't like doing that shit. I do it every like 10 days. Okay? And I'll show you. I'll prove it to you just now. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Why 10 days? I don't know. Like I told you, man, I do this because of passive income. I like to go play golf. I like to go hang out with my wife. I like to go on dates with my wife and go to dinner. And, you know, it's a beautiful day today. Maybe we'll go to the pool or some shit. I don't know. I'll go for a walk. I'll go to the gym. That's my life. That's what I do. So I'm not sitting here on the computer freaking every hour, like, you know, tacking on money and all that bullshit on top of that stuff. No, I don't do that stuff. Okay. But anyway, that's one of the other reasons I love this thing. Another reason I love it is investing this way allows me to lower my risk. And maybe you're thinking, that doesn't make sense. But let me explain it to you. Imagine you and I both invested in, imagine if you and I both invested in Bitcoin together. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger right here. Hold on. Imagine if you and I both invested in Bitcoin. You invested in Bitcoin when it was worth $10,000, and I invested in Bitcoin when it was worth $10,000. However, you are investing in Bitcoin just the normal way, which is you buy it and you just sit there and wait and hope that it goes up in price sometime. Okay? And hey, we all do that. I do that as well. And let's imagine that I bought Bitcoin also for $10,000, spent $10,000 to buy Bitcoin. You bought Bitcoin for $10,000. We both invested $10,000 in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin right now is trading at $10,000. Okay? However, I invested in Bitcoin in a way that I actually earn income on my investment every day, every hour. So while both you and I are sitting there waiting for Bitcoin's price to go up, you're earning nothing. You're just waiting for the price to go up. I'm also waiting for the price to go up, but I'm earning some money in the process. Okay? And let's just imagine for 2 months, Bitcoin did nothing and it just stayed at this 10,000 number. Just stayed at this 10,000 number. It didn't do anything. Went up a little bit, came down. Went up a little bit, came down. Went up a little bit, came down. Well, it didn't do anything. And then all of a sudden in month 2, at the end of month 2, Bitcoin's price drops to $9,000. Okay? Drops to $9,000 for you. It also drops to $9,000 for me. And you're like, oh shit, I just lost $1,000. You did. That's true. I also could say I lost $1,000, but I'd be lying. Here's why. While both you and I were sitting there waiting for Bitcoin's price to do something, I was earning fees for that 2 months, okay? And in that 2-month period, I'll show you, if I had invested around $10,000 in Bitcoin, I would have probably earned roughly around, honestly, I would have probably earned roughly around 700, 800, maybe even $900 in fees in that 2-month period. And you're probably thinking, shit, well, what the hell? Okay. So in that 2-month period, if I earned, let's just say $800. Let's say I earned $800, you earned nothing. The price of Bitcoin went down from 10,000 to 9,000. You are now in the red by $1,000. You lost $1,000. Guess what? I'm only down $200. Why? Well, yes, the price of Bitcoin is down from 10,000 to 9,000, but I earned an additional $800 in fees while we were both just waiting that 2-month period. Powerful, right? So because of this, it lowers my risk of my investment. And because of this, it allows me to also withstand the volatility a lot more. You, because you're watching your Bitcoin price drop from 10,000 to 9,000, might be scared and you're like, oh shit, I got to sell out. I don't want to lose anymore. I, on the other hand, might not care as much because, well, I only lost $200. So it will allow me to stay in the trade longer. And why I bring this up is because this is important. I can't tell you how many times I got involved in Bitcoin. Look, I started investing in Bitcoin in 2017. If I'd known this, actually this wasn't available back then because DeFi and decentralized finance and these opportunities are new. They're kind of only available now. But if I'd known this strategy back then, I would have been able to stay in Bitcoin way longer and I wouldn't have lost out on all those opportunities where Bitcoin went up, came down, and I got scared. I got shit scared just like everyone else. I didn't want to lose money. So I got out. Next thing you know, freaking 2 weeks later, all of a sudden Bitcoin rebounds and starts going up in price again. And I lost out on all that money because I got scared. Okay? So this strategy is why I also fell in love with this, because this now has changed completely how I invest in these cryptocurrencies, and it's allowing me, it's giving me the discipline, because at this point in time, there's always trading, right? The price of Bitcoin is always going up and down based on what the hell's going on. Every time it's going up and down and people are trading it, guess what? There are fees being generated and earned. And with the strategy that I'm talking about right now, if I'm invested in the correct pool, where people are trading USDC for Bitcoin, Bitcoin for USDC, or this and that, and I'm at the right company in the right place, I get to earn some of those fees. And this is how the fees are generated in this world. So don't think of this as like some funny money. This is no funny money. This is real money that is generated from fees in transfer and swapping fees. So when I first heard of this concept, I didn't quite understand it because I was like, dude, this sounds just too good to be true. Where the fuck's this money coming from? Where is the yield actually coming from? So you need to investigate that, because I first got involved in this one. Let me tell you a quick story. I first got involved in this one like play that ended up being a scam. I think the guy's gone to jail. It was called arbitrage, and it actually made sense to me. Like, I have a master's degree in finance, so it made sense. Basically, this guy created this program where basically he was buying Bitcoin in one exchange and selling it at another exchange. Because if you look at the price of all these cryptocurrencies from exchange to exchange, you'll see that they're different prices in different places. So what this guy was doing was buying Bitcoin at 1,000, whatever, for 5,000 here, and selling it at this other place for 5,100, and then doing it over and over again, 24/7 days, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And he was taking money from investors like myself to make this trading happen, and he was keeping a bunch of the fees and sharing a bunch of the fees with us. Fucking concept made perfect sense to me. But I got into it, and the guy ended up being a scam artist. So I lost my $6,000, and hopefully that guy's gone to jail. But what I learned from that experience was the power of fees and the power of transactions and small transactions constantly going on. Because 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, somewhere in some different country, even in America or in England and Europe or other countries, people are trading constantly. Crypto industry doesn't stop like the stock market stops from like 9 to 4. The stock market's open from 9:30 to 4, and that's it. But in the crypto world, trading is going on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Here's the most important part that you need to really understand, and understand this one thing. Once you understand this, you'll understand the power of this. Places like Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, all those type of places that are centralized exchanges, they get their money, their capital from like investors, like, I don't know, like Wall Street investors and shit like that. And then they go and buy like, Bitcoin and stuff like that, so they have it available for people to trade. Whereas these exchanges that I'm showing you right now, that I'm about to show you, these are what's called decentralized exchanges. There is no central company controlling what you're seeing right here. This exchange right here, Radium, there's no company controlling this. There's no CEO, there's nothing like that. What this is basically is just an internet-based website that the people who, the original people who created this exchange called Radium, they created it, and here's what they did. They created it, and they built it. They built the website, they created the program, and then everything you see here is operating based on what's called smart contracts, based on what Ethereum, the big company Ethereum, made popular. Smart contracts. Basically what that means is, through the use of smart contracts that are just digital code that no one has to sit there and approve. Like when you go onto this website and you do some type of trading, there's no one on the other side. There's no dude on the other side saying, hey, Mick wants to trade this for this. Okay, let's approve it. There's none of that bullshit. It's all happening automatically. The company Radium created this, and here's how why Radium created it. Okay, because you got to understand this. They created it because they want to make money. So they created it, and they created something that says, hey, listen, we're going to create this nice interface that people can come into. They can connect their wallet to it, and they can trade one crypto for another crypto. They can pay very little fees to do so. They can do it without giving us their date of birth, without giving us their name, without giving us their freaking blood type, without proving to us they're not a terrorist. They don't have to do any of that shit. It's completely private. All I have to do is connect my wallet to this world, do the trade, take my money, disconnect my wallet, and move on and go on with my day. Okay? They created it all because they want people to come here and trade on this exchange. Every time someone trades on this exchange, let's just say for shits and giggles, they pay $1 and a fee, like $1 to do one trade. Well, here's what Radium does. Out of that $1, they'll take roughly around 10 cents or something. I don't know, 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents. The numbers are different for each different platform. The remaining, so if someone pays $1 for the fee and this company takes 10 cents because they actually built it, so they deserve to make money, and they take 10 cents for it, what happens to the remaining 90 cents? Okay, here's the magic of this, and here's the one thing you need to understand, and when you understand it, you will see this opportunity for what it is. That remaining 90 cents is distributed to liquidity partners. And when I first heard the term liquidity partners, it went straight over my head. I was like, what the fuck is this liquidity shit? Partner, liquidity pool, yield farming. I didn't quite understand all this stuff. But here's what it is. Simple as this. Like I said, this company, Radium, is not some centralized company that has a bunch of money just sitting in a vault or in a safe that they're using. Instead, in order to accommodate all these trades, what they do is attract people like you and me to invest in this company or invest in this pool, in this platform. In essence, we're lending the crypto that we own. We're lending it to this platform safely, mind you, because we're still in control of it. Any minute, any time of the day, I can go in here and take my money out right away. And when I invest my money or invest my crypto into this exchange, the way the smart contracts are set up, that money or those cryptos can only be returned to the same address, wallet address, that delivered the money. Okay? Extremely important thing, because you need to learn how to do this safely as well. I only invest in exchanges like this that have been audited. Okay? Someone has actually gone in there, looked at the code to make sure that the shit's safe. If you get involved in this on your own and start to do this on your own without knowing what the hell you're doing, and you end up seeing some really crazy high interest rates that I'm about to show you, and you get in the wrong platform, dude, your money will be wiped out like that. How do I know? Just trust me, I know. Okay? Because I've made those mistakes. Okay? And then if you don't know how to swap or if you don't know how to provide the liquidity, how to track it, how to keep it safe, how to link it to your wallet so you can stay safe, you can lose money very, very quickly. I've lost money just transferring money from one wallet to another wallet because I made a mistake there, lost money. I've lost money trying to bridge cryptos from one blockchain to another blockchain. Another fucking concept that it will be very difficult, but you'll understand it at some point in time. Anyway, so here's the thing. These exchanges don't have the money. In order for this exchange, in order for Radium to make any money, they need capital from people like you and me. And because we are the ones providing them the capital, they are willing to share the fees with us, and a good amount. So they keep 10% of the fees, we get 90%. And this is how we make money as liquidity providers. Okay? So you got to understand that concept. Now, so let me show you some of these opportunities now, okay? So I showed you this. This is one company. This is one platform that I invested. I'm a liquidity provider on this platform. called Radium. And you can see that there's various different pools here. Okay? And in this pool, I'm a liquidity provider for SOL and USDC. And what that means is every time someone wants to trade, every time someone comes to this platform and uses Radium to trade USDC for SOL and SOL for USDC, they pay a fee. And if I'm one of the people that's participating in this pool, I get to earn some of the fees that they pay. Now, if you look on here, there's this pool here, SOL and USDC. 0.05 is the fee. And then there's another pool here, SOL USDC. 0.25% is the fee. Now, which pool do you get into? There's a way to decipher that. There's a way to understand which pools allow you to maximize your investment capital. So, these are things that I can dive deeper into down the road because it takes lots of different analysis to do that. But there's a reason that some people just blindly will invest in any pool. Okay? So that's one platform. I showed you this other platform, Uniswap. But let me show you some other opportunities so you can understand what the hell we're talking about. Now, Beefy. Beefy is what's called an aggregator. So Beefy goes out there and looks at all these different platforms out there and comes up with some of the best options for people to get involved in. And let me just show you some numbers so you can see. So Beefy, I'm going to sort by APY. Okay? Check this out. You see that number right there? 2013%. If you got involved in this pool right here, you could make a daily interest rate return of 0.83% a day. That's what it's saying right now. Or 2013% APY. And here's what APY is. APY stands for annual percentage yield. It's different than annual percentage rate. Annual percentage rate is just like the 3% or the 4% that they pay you. Hold on, I'm gonna shut this dog up. He's, one sec. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. I got the hound sitting next to me now. All right, so basically, APR, like I said, is what, the rate that they pay you. But APY takes into account compounding. So what this is telling you is, hey, listen, if you basically every day came in here, took the earnings, put it back into your pool, and then did that every day, you'd be able to earn 2013%. This is something that's just not available in the traditional finance world. You can't do that. You can't go to your bank every day and be like, hey, the amount of money that I earned from yesterday, I want you to take that and I want you to add it to my principal balance. They'd be like, fuck off. I don't have time for that shit. You know what I mean? But they're making money like that on your money. But the crypto world has flipped that. It's allowing you to take that power and control it in your hands. It's powerful, man. It's powerful. All right. Here, 1,044%, 764%, 365%, 225%. These numbers sound good, right? Should you invest in these pools? Maybe. That's what I teach people. Teach people how to evaluate this, like how to figure out whether or not you should get in this pool or not. And that's, that's what, like the teaching style that I have like a whole training course put together where I show people how to do this. But the most important thing is that I take you by the hand and do like a VIP Zoom one-on-one kind of call with you and get you all set up properly, man. Because listen, even though my training is really freaking good, step-by-step video tutorial and all that bullshit, this can be intimidating for a lot of people. So I decided instead of just giving them a training and let them go on their own and try to figure out all on their own, I'm going to take them by the hand and really get them set up properly. For me, I feel better doing that. Okay, so that's what I do. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Here's another platform. This is called Trader Joe. These are all fucking weird names. Yeah. Here, APR in these pools, 148%. With a company called AVAX. You ever heard of AVAX? This is a freaking solid company. This is no like no name company. This is a legit company. Or how about Bitcoin? You ever heard of Bitcoin? Here's what I'm talking about. You and I both bought Bitcoin for $10,000. We sat there and waited for Bitcoin's price to go up. Didn't do anything. It just sat there for 2 months. You got fed up and you're like, oh, fuck it, I want to take my money and invest somewhere else. I, on the other hand, just sat tight because guess what? I was earning 82% on my $10,000 investment. So while you were sitting around doing nothing with your money, waiting for Bitcoin's price to go up, I was earning roughly around $8,000 a year on that investment. Now look, these numbers change all the time, and I can never promise exactly what you're going to make because I have no control over that. The platform and the supply and demand has control over it. Because right now, these rates are really good. Because guess what? Very few people know about this technique. So the less people that know about it, meaning the less supply of money in this ecosystem there is, the higher the rates are that you can make. So getting in quicker and faster than when everyone gets in is going to be to your advantage. Now, let me tell you another thing. Another reason why a lot of people aren't in this right now is because this is what I just showed you. I know is probably confusing the hell out of you just looking at it, but I'm trying to do as good of a job to explain it to you. I'm really giving you some good explanations here so you can understand it. But even then, this must be confusing for you. And you're looking at all these platforms like, what the fuck? What is going on here? This is all weird stuff. It's hard. It's clunky right now. This whole world, because it's so new, they haven't figured it all out. But once they figure all this stuff out and you're able to go onto your phone and you can be like, hey, I want to make 80%. Yeah, click a button here, click a button here, click a button here. Yeah, cool, I'm done. Boom. Once it gets that easy, guess what? It's going to be too late. Because by then everyone will be investing in this system and this strategy. And when everyone's investing in the strategy and too much money is coming into it, the amount of interest rate that you're able to make will go down. Get it? This is why the timing of this is important. This is why I'm so excited that I learned about it I've been actively involved in it for about a year now. I fucking love it. All right, anyway, let me show you that one. You ever heard of a company called Sushi Swap? When I first heard it, I was like, what the fuck is Sushi Swap? Well, check this one out. Look at this. 581,783%. Right here. This is no joke. These type of opportunities are available. Is this safe? I can teach you that, whether or not it's safe or not. How about this one? 148,090% APY. How about this one? 112,520%. How about this one? 30,000%. Okay? Look, there's a lot of information here. It's hard for you to digest. And there's a lot of information here that you need to know whether or not is this something you should invest in or not. And I can't teach you that in this little video. It's too much. I have to take you by the hand and kind of explain to you. How about another company called Pancake Swap? You ever heard of Pancake Swap? What is this? Well, whatever. Can't see that one right now. All right. How about Quick Swap? All right, Quick Swap. Here, you can, look, maybe this makes better sense to you. All right, 3.9% invested purely in stable coins. This means right here that I'm showing you right here, absolutely no risk, and you can earn 3.9%. No risk. No directional risk, meaning you're not invested in an asset that can go up or down. Like when you're invested in Bitcoin, obviously we have a risk of whether or not Bitcoin can go up and down in price, right? So maybe you want to do this completely safely, and maybe 4% is a really good number for you and you're happy with that. Fuck it, I'll teach you how to do that. No risk. Here's another one, which is very, very low risk. This is also, these are two stable coins, USDC and DAI. That's it. See what it says, stable? See that, stable, stable? It's basically telling you no risk, kind of, if you understand it. And I can't explain it all here right now, but anyway, those are like extremely safe stuff. But now let me show you the other one. How about this? So in this platform, 168%, 152%. Investing in ETH, in Ethereum. You know ETH, right? You heard of Ethereum? Okay. 149%, 122%. So the opportunities are just crazy. Okay, now let me show you something. Imagine you're interested in buying imagine you're interested in buying Bitcoin, and you're like, hey man, I like this strategy, this make a sharing. Like, what if I want to buy Bitcoin? What can I earn on Bitcoin? Here's what we can do. Let me show you. With Bitcoin, I'm going to show you the types of interest rate you can earn on Bitcoin. Fuck. And again, anytime you come to this platform, these rates are constantly changing. These rates change based on supply and demand. Like I said, once more people get involved in this, and once more people start giving capital into these platforms, these interest rates drop. And here's the real thing that you need to pay attention to. Right now, the beautiful opportunity is this. Banks are not allowed in this industry yet because there's no regulation for cryptocurrencies, per se. But as you know, right now, they're all clamoring to get in, like BlackRock, Fidelity, Citadel. These are all companies that have decided that they want to jump into a Bitcoin ETF, like they want to create an ETF, like an exchange traded fund. Here's why, because they want to get involved in this freaking crypto world. They know there's money to be made here. But the beauty of it is they're not allowed in right now. Once they get involved, here's what's going to happen. Once they get involved and a bank sees that you can make 418% investing in this, they're just going to take all their money and they're like, shit, here, boom, let's invest it in here. I want to make 418%. But guess what will happen? As soon as they dump a lot of money in there, this interest rate will drop. Supply and demand. That's how it works. Okay. So if you don't beat the banks into this, you're going to be freaking hating life. You want to beat the banks before they get into this field. Okay. But anyway, so Bitcoin, you can buy Bitcoin and just sit there and wait for the big bull run. Beautiful strategy. I do it with some of my money as well. Don't get me wrong. I love it. There's a lot of people in the world doing that strategy. I just don't like it that much. I'd rather sit there and wait because I know, listen, here's a statistic. 85% of the time, an asset that trades, like asset, commodities, stocks, so on and so forth, they usually are just moving in a sideways pattern, just going up and down a little bit, up and down, up and down. Not really going real sky high or not really going down. They're just 85% of the time are doing that. 15% of the time, they're really trending up or trending down. And then they just kind of, consolidate. That's statistics. I didn't make that shit up. I read it somewhere. And this is from studies that have been done. So if 85% of the time it's just not doing anything, Wouldn't it be nice to sit there and earn money during that 85% of the time period? That's why this strategy is powerful. It's very powerful. So you could earn 418%, or you could earn 211%. And these are the projects that are offering these type of deals. Which project should you get involved in? It's tough to know, trust me. You get involved in the wrong project, you can lose money very, very quickly. 206%, 175% on Bitcoin. On Bitcoin, 125% owning Bitcoin and Ethereum together. Look at that. That's Bitcoin and Ethereum. So imagine if you had money invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's say you had 5,000 invested in Bitcoin, 5,000 in Ethereum. If you learned this strategy, you could combine that. And if you knew how to get involved, you could be earning 125% while you're sitting there holding Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's powerful. Very powerful. All right. How about another one? Give me another one. How about Ethereum? Have you heard of Ethereum? Of course you have, right? Oh, shit. Shit, I actually didn't even see this earlier on. Holy fuck. Here's an opportunity. If you are an Ethereum guy and you like Ethereum, dude, I need to check this out myself. Fuck. You could be earning 30,180%. I know these numbers seem like they're too good to be true, but there's a rationale for them. I promise you. Okay? And actually, I actually see why you wouldn't want to invest in this. Yeah. So you wouldn't want to, yeah, the number sounds great, right? But trust me, you don't want to invest in this. And I know why, but all right, whatever. How about, I don't know, Doge? You heard of Dogecoin? Okay, I don't know. Elon Musk talks about it all the time. You could buy Dogecoin and just cross your fingers and see if it does something. Or you could learn this strategy and, okay, nothing great, but all right. Nothing fantastic. See, nowhere near the other numbers. Look, 66%. Okay? And you could buy Doge, invest in Doge, while everyone else is just sitting there waiting for Doge to do something. You could invest in Doge and earn 66% on your investment. And here's the beauty, man. You don't have to invest $10,000. You don't have to invest $50,000. You don't have to invest any number. You could get started with as little as $50 or $100. You want it to be like $100 or something, so that you can actually see yourself making money. You know, just a little bit of money. Or you can invest whatever the hell you want. Now, all right, let's go back to what I started this video with. And I hope you wrote the numbers down, yeah? All right, hold on. Let me press pause. I gotta log in. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had a little technical issue there. But anyway, now I'm back to how we started the video off. And I forgot what time it was. Was it like 11:50 or some shit? Or 11:15 or something? I don't know what time it was. Same day, look, same, but now it's 12 p.m. And I'm gonna come back in here, and I hope you wrote those numbers down, because shit, I didn't write them down. Silly. But here's what you would have noticed. These numbers here are now higher. So basically, in that period of time where you were watching this video, I was earning fees. Okay? So whatever that number was, it's a higher number now. This one has gone up as well. Okay, this one's gone up. And look, check this pool out. This one's gone up as well, and I've only got a small amount of money invested in this pool. Why do I have a small amount of money? Well, there's different reasons why you invest heavier in one pool, you know, compared to another. So those are things that you need to kind of learn. If you don't learn it properly, trust me. Like my biggest thing is I don't want to lose money. I've already lost money. I've already lost money by chasing the next skyrocketing freaking crypto that everyone talks about and shit like that. That system didn't work for me. It just didn't. I got shook out all the time. Every time it went up, I was like, "Ooh, yeah, I loved it." And then it freaking dropped, and I fucking kind of got scared and got out. This number should have gone up as well. So silly of me. I didn't write the numbers down. I'm so sorry. This number should have gone up as well. Now, I know these numbers don't seem like a big deal to you, so let me show you one additional thing that I want you to pay attention to. Let me go back to this one. Maybe you're thinking, well, the amount of money that he's making doesn't seem like a big deal. All right, I'm about to show you. You're about to see, boy. You're about to see what I'm talking about. All right, for example, look at this number. See this $26.92? I earned $26.92, and I have basically the pool, the amount that I have invested in this pool right now. Like I can get out of this pool right now and walk away with $3,132 plus 26, okay? So that's the amount that I can get out right now if I want it. If I need it for some reason, let's say an emergency comes up, I don't have to call someone and be like, hey man, can I have my money back? Hey, listen, I made an investment with you, but I need my money back, you know? Sometimes you invest with these people and these companies that tell you to come invest with them, and they lock up your money. My money this is my money. I can tap into it, take it out anytime I want. That's extremely important to understand as well. There's a lot of programs who will do this for you. And they'll say, hey, give us your money and we'll make money before you. And obviously they won't pay you all this. In fact, there's people that are doing what I do and they're actually taking money from other people and investing it and then doing all this thing without sharing what it is and without teaching them the secret. Basically, I'm a big believer and I want to teach you how to fish. I don't want to just give you the fish. When I teach you this, you will have a skill that will allow you to do this as many fucking times as you want. All day long, you could sit there on your computer and just keep doing this. You fucking love life. I want to teach you that skill, okay? I had to pay $10,000, $15,000, you know, to learn all this stuff. I've probably paid $10,000 plus easy, $15,000 to learn the skill that I'm sharing with you right now. And, you know, I decided that this is what I'm passionate about and I want to teach people. All right, but anyway, hey, look, actually, I don't know. I want you to see something while we're sitting here talking. So it's $26.95 right now. I kind of I wanted you to see it like, oh, like you saw that go up, that just, oh, boom, there you go. I just made 1 cent. The money is printing right in front of your eyes right now. It's 12:05, okay? This is what I mean. The skill that I have that I'm so thankful and grateful for that I figured out has allowed me to create my own little money printers, my own little money robots, my own little passive income machines that are just generating money for me. But here's what I want to share something with you. I'm going to share this with you. Link in USDC. $26.96 right now, yeah? Let me show you. Now, keeping track of all this shit is difficult, so I created my own. There's a lot of places out there that will charge you a shitload just to keep track of stuff. So I created my own little, Excel spreadsheet, and this is how I keep track of all my investments. And as part of the training that I give you, I'll give this to you. It took me fucking ages to figure this out, but let me show you something. So I got involved in this pool that I just showed you, the Link USDC. Link USDC. I got involved in this pool on June 12th. Okay. It's now July 21st. So it's just been roughly over 31 days. So roughly, roughly 40 days. In those 40 days, I've already collected. So I started this pool with an investment of $2,424. And you saw right in front of your eyes, it's now worth $3,133. So let's change this number to 3133. Change this date to 7/21/23. Okay. So in that 30-day period, I'm up $709 in this pool. I have now earned, I'm earning right now, so far I've earned 29% on my money, on my investment. Okay? Of that 29%, one thing I need to do here, hold on one second. So if right now I claim this money, $26.94, I could add it to here, 26. Watch what happens, sorry. You see this number here? This is how much I've earned so far in just fees. I've earned 4.23% in just fees in like roughly 40 days. But if I added the fees as of right now, 26, whatever, 92. And I know you're probably confused. Why are these numbers changing? Why is it going down? Why is it going up? Why is it going down? Why is it going down? I know it can be a little confusing, but it's a little too hard to explain right now. 26.92. So if I added that, I've now earned $129 on an investment of only $2,424, which means I've earned 5.34% in just fees. Just fees. And if you take how much I've earned so far and you annualize it, meaning you try to figure out, hey, if the amount of fees that I've generated continue to move forward the way they are right now, how much would it be potentially at the end of the year, meaning annualized? Well, annualized, I'd be making 50% on just my fees that I've earned. However, there's another thing you got to pay attention to. It just so happens the value of Solana is increasing as well, and I get to take advantage of that, or Link is increasing as well, and I get to take advantage of Link going up and down. If I take into account my fees and the value of where my portfolio or my pool is right now in Link, I will potentially make 274% a year on this one investment. So if all else stays the same and if things keep moving along the way they're moving right now, I would in essence turn $2,424 into roughly $7,500. Powerful, right? Very powerful. Now here's the thing. It could go down as well. This number could go down. So you have to keep that in mind. There's risks also involved in this. If like the value of Link goes down for the next freaking 6 months, well, the value of this portfolio will go down as well. But remember what I said at the beginning. All else being equal, if you invested in just Link and I invested in just Link, I'll be better off because during that period where it's going down, I'm still going to be earning fees, which is going to mitigate my risk, which means I'll be able to stay in this trade longer than you. And then in essence, because I'm earning fees in the process, I'm buying Link at a cheaper price than you are. Important, right? Anyway, I think I've taken up too much of your time now. And now it's time to get serious. Oh, hold on. Before I get serious, I don't want to get serious with you guys just yet. Don't want to get serious just yet. All right, see, now it's popped back up. You're probably wondering, like, what the hell's going on there? Yeah, like, look, I could go on for hours and hours and hours. Hopefully by now you've seen kind of enough to understand what we're talking about, what this potential opportunity is, how it works. I've explained to you how these fees are generated. It's not just some bullshit magic. There's fees that are generated because of trading fees, and you are basically accommodating your capital. Like, these exchanges desperately need your money. Without your money, that company that I just showed you, Radium, or that exchange, they won't survive. So they need your money, and because they desperately need your money, they're willing to share, and they're willing to give you more money than they make. Powerful, very powerful. So you have to understand that in order for you to want to basically move forward. If you understand that, I promise you, if you understand just that, what I'm sharing with you, that knowledge in itself is enough for you to take advantage of this opportunity and say, you know what, shit, I want to get into this a little bit. I figured it out. It makes sense. I get it. The beauty of this is, remember, everything I just showed you, I have full control over it. The money that I just showed you, yes, I lent it to this platform, but I'm still in full control over it. They cannot do anything with it. Okay? There's some risk, like, what if, like, the company, or what if the platform that I just showed you crashes somehow? There's that risk. It's called smart contract risk. So there is that risk, which is why I don't take all my eggs in one basket. This is why I diversify it. And this is how I teach people how to protect your investment as well. Don't be just going in one platform. You need to learn why you choose one platform over the other, why you choose one pool over the other. There's a lot of nuances and intricacies, that, intimate details on how to do this properly, how to keep your shit safe. Like, all my stuff is linked to, like, my Ledger Nano, like, meaning no one can touch my money without me plugging this into the computer. So that's how I keep my assets safe. So there's all these little things that I've learned over the years, and I've been diving deep into this. And like I said earlier on, I teach people how to do this, and I do a training with them one-on-one, and I'll do however long it takes me to get you up and running. Realistically, if you've got a few pieces in place already, you could be up and running within 24 hours, and you could be in one of these pools printing your own money and watching it print in front of your eyes. I'd say most people, it might take, if you're completely new, you own no crypto right now, it will take you probably about 72 hours, maybe 3 to 5 days, because you're going to have to set up an account where you can actually go buy some crypto. And then usually when you set up that account with places like Coinbase, Binance, blah, 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 those places I was telling you about, when you set that up, they have to do a know your customer KYC. You gotta give them your passport and this and that. It's a pain in the ass. And that's why what I just showed you is becoming so popular. People are sick and tired of doing that. They just rather work with these type of programs. They don't want to do that shit anymore. But you might have to, depending on what your structure is. And that's why I do this, like, a one-on-one thing, where I call you and I do a Zoom call together, and I figure out, okay, where are you right now? Let's figure out where you are. What's your experience? Okay, shit, you have no experience? Cool, awesome. Then I can start you off exactly at the right place at the right time. Or All right, you already have some investments, you already have some crypto sitting here, just sitting, doing nothing for you. And this when I fell in love with this, here's what I did. All my crypto that I had sitting around that I was just waiting for like it to rocket to the moon, I was just like, fuck it. I've been waiting 2 years, 3 years. This thing hasn't done shit. I'm taking all of that, consolidating it, moving it over, providing liquidity to these platforms, and I'm going to start earning interest on it while I'm just sitting here waiting. Could I lose out on that big opportunity in case that one thing goes up? Yeah, maybe I could. I mean, 3 years it didn't do shit. Now all of a sudden it might. Who knows? But depending on where you are, I'll take you by the hand and say, okay, let's get you set up. Okay? Now, at this point in time, the best way to move forward is this. Depending on where you're watching this, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's in Facebook, or wherever it is, you need to check out my profile, and there's a way to contact me. DM me, direct message me somehow. I don't know, throw up some fucking smoke signal or something. Figure out how you can get in touch with me, okay? Figure out how you can get in touch with me and reach out to me, and I will set up a one-on-one Zoom call with you, just a discovery call where I talk specifically more to you about this in person, one-on-one. And we'll kind of go through some of the stuff again, but I'll go a little bit deeper to kind of explain a little bit more to you. So you really understand what the hell's going on. And then, if it's right for you at that point in time, then we can talk about moving a step further and actually getting you into my training, where I provide you step-by-step video tutorials on everything that you need to do, how to get into this, how to stay safe, so on and so forth. So you'll have a whole bunch of videos to watch, okay? And typically when I'm going to bring people in, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make you watch the videos first so you can familiarize yourself with the concepts. And then you and I are going to get on a Zoom call one-on-one and go deeper and be like, all right, Joe Blow, or whatever your name is, Joe, Jim, Jeff, Ishmael, whatever your name is. I'll be like, okay, Susie, whatever. Then I'll go into this program with you. Like, believe it or not, I love it. One of my first clients, I thought it would be like maybe another young guy, kind of like me. I'm 48, but I thought it might be another young guy like me. It's a 65-year-old woman who I taught. I think she's 65. Actually, I apologize if I get her age wrong. That I taught how to do this. And she said to me, she was like, Nick, and then she gave me a testimony. She was like, man, for the longest time, I've been trying to figure out how to make money with cryptocurrencies. I could never quite figure it out. She even paid to be part of some, like, I don't know, training where she could call someone and they would help her. She's like, I even paid for some like private mastermind training and they were just useless. They didn't do anything. But Mick got me set up in like 72 freaking hours or something and got me making money. And she was like, without Mick, I would have probably been still watching YouTube videos going around in circles. And I felt it. I know exactly what she means because shit, I was doing that too. And eventually I just had to give in as well. And I was like, fuck, I have to really get some proper training on how to do this because I don't want to make mistakes. I don't want to screw up. And I did. I tried it at the beginning myself and I was just fucking up and I was making mistakes. So if you want to wait 1 year and 2 years and 3 years until this becomes really easy to do and everyone can do it, maybe you can wait for that. But even then you'll have to, go through some learning curve. Or you can get some training from some guy I'm a real dude, man. Here's my phone. I'm a real guy. Here's my calculator on my freaking desk. And get some training from someone who will take you by the hand and call you. And what you're seeing me, the way I talk, this is how I talk. I'm a real guy. We'll just shoot the shit with each other. And I'll be like, look, man, this is one of the best opportunities that I've ever seen in my life. This is the best strategy that I know of right now. Are there better strategies? Definitely. I just don't know about them. This is the best strategy that I know of personally in the cryptocurrency investing field that I was able to wrap my head around, understand it, and get into it and master it. It's the best strategy that I know. Are there other strategies? Is there a trading strategy that you can make more money? Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of strategies. In fact, there's more stuff that I'm looking to learn within this same field. Like here, let me give you an example, and then I gotta get off. An example is this. Imagine you can invest in one of these pools, earn, let's say 50%, and then imagine you can borrow against that pool. Let's say you can borrow 50%. Let's say you've invested $10,000 in a pool, and then you're allowed to borrow $5,000 out. Take that $5,000 and invest it in another pool. So while this one pool is earning 50% on 10 grand, you borrow 5,000, pay yourself back 5% or 6%, because that's how it works. Have you ever heard the term infinite banking? This is kind of how the wealthiest in this country and in the world get richer, because they don't borrow from banks; they borrow from themselves. They borrow from their own assets, like I borrow from my own real estate that I own. Okay, and while I borrow money from my real estate that I can do other things with, my real estate keeps growing in value. Okay, this is what the wealthiest people in the world do. I've been reading this. I mean, you can't see it here, but yeah, you can see my bookshelf. All that shit over there is self-help, wealth creation, how to make money, how to be self-employed, how to create passive income streams. I've been reading that shit for like 30 years. But anyway, this is how I learned some of these things. So imagine you could do that, borrow against it, put that money into another pool and have it earning 50% or 30% or 20%, whatever. So now you're exponentially growing your passive income pools too. I haven't learned that strategy yet, but that's one of the strategies that I'm working on trying to figure out. And then when I learn that, I'm also going to share it with the people that are in my training. So I'm always learning. Anyway, wherever you are, thank you so much for watching this. I know this was long, but there's a lot of shit to share here. As you can tell, I'm passionate about it. I love it. I love teaching this to people. People constantly asking me what the hell I'm doing and why I decided to, after 20 years being in the real estate business, why did I decide to change my focus? And now you see why. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I truly believe it. And if you get involved now, you're going to be setting yourself up better because the truth is, right now, only 0.06% of the world is able to do what I just showed you. And on our private little Zoom call that we're going to do next, when you reach out to me, because you've got to learn more. On that private Zoom call, I'll explain to you how I know that statistically, and I'll prove it to you. When you see it, you'll be like, hey, okay, shit. I really am like a pioneer. So think of yourself as a pioneer, that you're watching this, and you are learning a skill that once you learn it is extremely powerful. And you'll have this skill for the rest of your life. And you'll be able to use it as much as you want or as little as you want. Like I said, I tap into my money every 10 days. You can tap into it every month if you want. Or you can tap into it every day if you want. It's up to you. And if you want, I take my money and I reinvest it. You could take that $26 that you just saw that I made in the last, oh, yeah, that's what it was. I forgot to show you. That $26 that I showed you in that one pool. One sec, shit. I'm sorry, I know I'm rambling on, but I gotta show this to you before we get off. So that $26, by the way, was made since the 18th. See that? The last time I went in and tapped into my money and harvested it, I made $37.81. Whoa! Whoa! Hey, stop! Get over here! Get over here! Get! Sorry, guys. Get over here now! Anyway. Oh shit! Let me press pause. Sorry about that. So yeah, so the last time I went in and got my money was on 7/18, and that at that date I got $37.81, and now it's 7/21. So in 3 days, I earned an additional $26.92. See how powerful that is? 3 days. 3 days. Just imagine you had 10 of these little pools that you're invested in. Imagine you're earning $26 on each one of them. 26 times 10, that's $260 in 10 different pools in 3 days. So that's divided by 3. That's $87 a day. Multiply that by 30. That's $2,600 a month. $2,600 a month. If you spread this out and you were in different pools, you had 10 different things kind of earning at that rate. It's powerful. All right, reach out to me. Find me on my social profiles, wherever you're seeing this. If it's on YouTube, go there. If you're watching it on any of the other social media channels, go to my profile. If you go to my main page, you'll have a way of getting in touch with me. Listen, throw up smoke signals, throw up fire, do whatever you got to do. Get in touch with me, and let's take you to the next step in regards to, let's do a discovery call to see if this could be potentially right for you. It might not be right for you. This isn't for everyone, and there's reasons why it isn't for everyone, but I can only figure that out once you and I get on a call together. And if the call goes well and you like it, then we'll go on to the next step. I'm not going to sell you on shit. Listen, if you don't like what you're seeing here, if you don't think you can take advantage of this with the right knowledge, then I'm not the right teacher for you, and I don't have the right program for you. Then you're more than welcome to go and find your own way of developing passive income streams. I just learned this technique and I freaking love it, and I'm telling everyone about it. It's up to you what you want to do. All right. The last way you can probably get in touch with me is this. Go to my website. You can go to my website, which is printyourown.crypto.com. Printyourown.crypto.com. Go there, and you'll be able to get in touch with me and get some probably additional information from me. I have some free information that kind of teaches you a little bit more, that I just shared. All right, guys, I got to go. I actually have a 1 o'clock. I'm calling someone at 1 o'clock, and it's 12:30. Someone that I'm teaching this to. So, peace. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you saw the passion. I hope you saw the opportunity. I hope you can use your imagination to see what could be possible. Only you know if this is right for you. To take advantage of this, you got to have some investment capital. And you got to be willing to invest in yourself and learn this. And hopefully you would consider me as a good teacher for you. All right. Love you guys. Much love. Thank you. Time for me to get prepped for my other call. And then I'm going to have a date later on with my wife. So I'm looking forward to that. It's date time. And while I'm having a few beers with her, my money printers will be just printing in the background. All right. Hey, I'm back. I have a little confession to make. I was just going through the video that I made earlier on, and I started at 11:05, and then by the time I finished, it was like 12. So I guess it wasn't enough time for you to really see the money printing. So I just wanted to add this near the end, okay? So it's the same day, but now it's 3:45. Now you can kind of see the difference, okay? So let me go into this pool. At the beginning of when I made the video at 11:05 a.m., it was around $5.91. So now it's up to $6.23. So now you can kind of see the difference a little bit. Now you can see how much was printed in that amount of time. And then for this one, I think at the beginning of the video was around $26.92. It's now $27.35. So basically made a buck, roughly around $1 in that amount of time. And then last but not least, $3. This one I think was $3.55 or something like that. So this one's made 10 cents. But again, this is like a lower liquidity here. Okay, I mean a lower amount that I invested. And then I'm not sure exactly what the beginning of the video was for this one, but let me show you what this one is. Hold on. Okay, and then this platform, Radium, that I was talking about, let me show you what this one's doing at 3:53 p.m. Same day. This one was at $13.79, so this one is also up by like a buck, $14.80. Okay, so now that time lapse of period kind of shows you a little bit better than when I went back in. I was like, oh shit, didn't look like I actually made much money in that 45 minutes. Obviously, it went up a little bit, but that's the power of it. So I just wanted to kind of add this into the video. All right, so there you go.